Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Happy New Year for the ones that are looking to my channel for the first time. And this is again a rover video. And after the service of the gearbox that I did, by the way, the gears work like never before, that's okay. I got a lot of errors that I also got before, but when you don't clear the errors and you ignore them, they become worse. And I will show the errors that I got, and it required some deeper investigation, and that's what this video is all about. So stay tuned for that.
An error that always keeps popping up is the error concerning the brake module, and that triggers errors to the ABS system. So that is why we are doing this test with the speed sensors or ABS sensors, just to see that at the time the limp mode kicks in, there's something to see in the speed sensors. So we start driving and keeping an eye on the screen with the speed sensors provided by the gap tool. When driving straight, there's no difference in speed of the wheels. Only when taking a turn there's a slight difference, but that is normal. We are keeping an eye on the speeds of every wheel in different roads and crossings, and everything seems to be okay. We're going to speed up the video here because otherwise it would be too boring. As you can see, the wheels keep up with one another, and there are no visible hiccups. We always have to drive for about 5 kilometers before the errors come up. At this point, the limp mode kicks in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing abnormal to see on the speed sensors. So my conclusion is that there's nothing wrong with the ABS system, and it is a communication error between the ABS system and the parking brake module. So I stopped and turned the engine off for 30 seconds. Then I started it again and got back on the road. Again, the limp mode kicks in after hitting the throttle a bit higher.
En opnieuw.
And also, this time there's nothing wrong with the sensors. So we stopped again, and after shutting off the engine for 30 seconds, we hit the road again. We speed up the video 5 times here. And again the limp mode pops up the screen.
En opnieuw.
And again, like all the times before, there's nothing wrong with the ABS sensors.
Check engine light. 2 driehoeken, een oranje en een rode. Remsymbool. Beperkt vermogen. Jong.
Once back home, we start reading the errors with the gap tool. And to our big surprise, there's a new severe error that needs further investigation. Manifold pressure and supercharger boost sensor. What the heck? We have to look that up and see what could cause this error. So once again we start investigating with the gap tool. On a bigger screen of the iPad now, we follow the numbers of the boost pressure actuator, the manifold absolute pressure, and the mass airflow rate on bank 1 and bank 2. At the beginning the graph isn't very explanatory, but the numbers at the bottom of the screen are. We will show here how we get these numbers and graphs on the screen. And there you have it. After clicking on the numbers you want, you ask for the graph, and you also see the numbers at the bottom of the screen. Looking at the numbers of the airflow rate at the bottom of the screen, you can clearly see that they go up and down in sync, and that there is a slight difference between the two. So Bank 1 has slightly lower numbers, but not always. The same goes for the orange and purple line in the graph. They go perfect in sync. So we did investigate the values, numbers and the graphs thoroughly and see that there are no big differences between Bank 1 and Bank 2. You can clearly see in the graph that the combined double lines go perfectly in sync and that there are no big deviations between them. So that is quite reassuring concerning the state of the turbos and the manifold, but that doesn't exclude small leaks in the manifold though. Also, you can see in the graphs that the values go up in sync with the throttle and they stay perfect in sync. Quite reassuring for sure. So our conclusion is that this error is not an intermittent one because it only occurred once, but that it is caused by a series of communication faults between the different modules. And the module that keeps popping up every time is the parking brake module. So, investigating the parking brake module is the way to go. Electrical connections, connection to the negative earth, and so on.
So this is again a wrap for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, please explain it in the comment sections below. If you have any questions, give them to me in the comment section also, and I will try to answer all your questions. So again, I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you back in the coming videos because they are going to be better and better. So find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.